Are pleased to be joined by Stan Van Gundy, the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, and obviously a huge Tigers fan for two reasons. You got a Tigers cap on, Stan, and also it's chilly out here tonight, and that doesn't bother you at all.
No, not at all. Actually, tonight I've got a suite. Our pro scouts are in town. We're doing our meetings, getting ready for free agency, so I brought the whole group down. We've got 20 people out here tonight.
Well, we wanted to talk to you about Tobias Harris and the Community Assist Award. I know he's up for that. I believe there are 8 finalists for that award. Talk about Tobias and what he's meant to the community here in Detroit and, of course, the organization.
Well, yeah, first of all, I think our owner, Tom Gores, one of the things he talks about all the time is a pro sports franchise being a community asset. And I think Tobias Harris, as much or more than anybody on our team, embodies that. He's tried to get involved in a lot of different aspects of the community, from a role in organizing a town hall meeting with police in the fall to charitable work in the community. He's a great pro. He's a great asset to our community, and we're really proud to have him.
You know, Coach, you talked about the fact that you have some of your scouts already in town, and you guys are starting to talk about what you might do next year. I guess you guys get a chance to do a little bit more than the other teams that are in the playoffs right now. You guys get a head start, don't you?
Yeah, that's not very good, is it?
That's good.
Yeah,
that's
no, I want a later start on this from now on. But, yeah, we are trying to get a jump, and you just really can't take a lot of time off on this business, and we know the draft work will be coming up soon when in May, so we want to sort of get ahead on the pro scouting, the international guys and everything. So we have 3 days of meetings right here. This is the middle day, so we give them a little break and get them out here to the ballpark.
Hey, Stan, getting back to Tobias, how do fans vote for him for this award? And I understand, obviously, it's driven by social media, but give us some information on that.
Oh, boy. You know what? I should be able to give you more, but you've got to go on Twitter or Instagram.
Okay.
You can go on, and it's on the screen right there right now. Hashtag NBA Community Assist, hashtag Tobias Harris, and vote for him. He really is a great representative of the Detroit community. He's a guy, he's only been here a year and a half. He came right into town and tried to establish himself, not only on the court, but in the community.
Now, you acquired him at the deadline 2016. I know, obviously, you want guys that can help you win, but there's always a bonus when a guy can be good in the community as well. So when you acquired him, how much was that part of the equation, too?
Well, I think, look, we're always looking for guys of high character.
Right.
And as I said, I think Tom Gores wants guys that will be more than just players. Winning the number one priority, no question about it. But beyond that, we want the kind of guys of high character that our city and our fans can be proud of and that will get involved in the community.
You know, you guys are coming downtown as well to play in Little Caesars Arena. There'll be 4 professional teams downtown now. 1, how do you feel about coming downtown, playing in a new arena? And 2, will it be easier for your players to do more stuff in the community, getting closer in town?
That's a great point, and we're really excited about moving downtown. We took our staff today right before the game over to tour. It was my first time in there. Impressive building. It's going to be a lot of fun playing there, and I just think there's going to be a lot of excitement downtown, and it does bring our players into the city and allow them to get even more involved right here in the city. And then we'll be in the process starting this summer of building a practice facility downtown, which will get us here full time. So at that point, it'll really be easy, and we can really be a part of the city and the rejuvenation of this great city.
Stan, this Little Caesars Arena, man, we have seen now several different models. Obviously, it's still going up. It's going to be a fantastic facility. I mean, you guys have to be really excited about, A, playing downtown, but B, in a facility like this.
Yeah, look, it was my first time in there today. I've seen some of the, renderings, but this is going to be a first-class facility. It'll be the finest facility in both the NHL and the NBA.
Right.
I think the fans are absolutely going to love it. And I think for this area downtown, look, I mean, this is going to be the place to be almost every night of the year between the 4 pro sports teams and Fox Theater and the Detroit Opera House and all of that. I mean, this area is going to be alive down here. It's going to be a fun place to be all the time.
That brings me to my next question. I mean, you've been here for 3 years now, and how would you rate Detroit as being a great sports town? You hear that a lot here. That's what they talk about.
Well, it is. Look, I don't think I've been a lot of places. I don't think there's a better sports town. I know with our fans, the thing I've said, and I'm sure it's with the other teams, our fans are really intelligent. They know what they're watching. And so as players and as coaches, the pressure's on you because it's not – some places all they know is you either won or you're lost. lost. Here, they know what they're watching. They know if you're playing hard. They know if you're defending. They know the mistakes you're making. And I'm sure it's the same in the other sports. I just don't know as much about those sports. But this is a great sports town. I've enjoyed it as a fan. I've got season tickets to the Lions. I've got season tickets here. I did have season tickets to the Red Wings, but our seasons coincide, so I could never get to it. So I've gotten involved, obviously as a coach, but also as a fan, and especially here at Comerica.
So you're born in California. You went to school in New York. Who did you grow up rooting for in the baseball field?
Well, I've always been a hometown guy. So when I was growing up, it was interesting. My brother was more of a Raiders and an A's fan in the Bay Area where we grew up, and I was more of a Giants and a 49er fan.
Nice.
But we went to all of them, and then the Warriors were the only game in town, so we were Warriors fans. And for a while, we had the famous California Golden Seals.
That's right.
Playing hockey. So saw some of their games. And world team tennis. And we've just always grown up. That was a great area to grow up in. When I was in Miami, I support the teams there. Didn't really have teams in Orlando other than the Magic. But here it's great, to have all four major sports and now to have them so close together. I mean, there's really nothing better than this if you're a sports fan.
Really? World team tennis?
World team tennis, man. Anything. Saw Chris Everett play world team tennis.
Nice.
Yeah, in the Oakland Coliseum. So, I've had some great sports experiences.
All right, so you got the draft coming up. What are your thoughts about addressing the needs for this team as you look forward to? Where do you need to get better, and how will this draft help you?
Well, I think we've got a couple of areas we need to get better. We don't really have any big holes position-wise, but clearly our biggest need is we haven't shot the ball well at all. We were the worst shooting team in the NBA, and, so we have got to, both the players we have, improve in the offseason shooting the ball, and as we address roster things, shooting will be a big part of what we look at. We're always looking for more guys who can create off the dribble and make plays, and I think with anybody in any sport, just those guys who are great, tough competitors every night who can go out and win. And we saw an example of it here tonight, right? Bases loaded in the first inning, and Verlander settles down and gets out of the. You need those kind of great competitors who can win maybe when they're not having their best inning or their best game.
All right, you're always about defense, and I think that's probably a truism for baseball, for basketball, for football, for hockey. Defense, defense, defense.
Yeah, but you know what? Absolutely, and that's the way I've always been. I think, we have to make some adjustments. In the NBA now, it's really changed. The three-point shot has exploded.
Yeah.
I mean, we see last night, right? I mean, Houston takes 45 threes or something in the game. I mean, it's gotten really crazy. So the game has changed a lot. I mean, if you go back to the last championship here, the 2004 team with Chauncey Billups and those guys, it's not even the same game anymore.
Right.
Why is that?
You know what? I don't know. I think the offense is right now ahead of the defense. People are playing smaller. They're spreading the floor out. Everybody plays faster. It's gotten harder and harder and harder to guard people. It really has. And so that's the other thing. You're looking for guys who can guard their own, really more than their own position, but multiple positions so you can switch some and things like that. I mean, the last couple of years even, things have really changed in the NBA, and the defense and us trying to coach defense have got to catch up to what's going on.
So I'm interested to know. I want your handicap now for the NBA playoffs the rest of the way. I mean, there's some really good teams.
Yeah, I mean, to me, right, I mean, until you knock people off, I think you've still got to favor them. So, I don't think it'll be any, real surprise. I'd still look at Golden State and Cleveland. Though Boston's the number one seed and they have played extremely well, I think at full strength you've got to look at Cleveland and Golden State.
Do you get a chance to go out and watch the player that potentially you guys will draft in the first round, or do you just get a chance to watch him on video and you allow the scouts to do that part of the work?
Yeah, their season's over by the time we're done, so I really don't get a chance to see him live. Now, we'll get him into a workout, so at least you'll get a chance to see him, but mainly what I'll do is see him on video.
Stan, it's a pleasure. We appreciate your visit, and good luck in the draft. Good luck next year.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Already.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stan Van Gundy.